And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate.
PB and no.
Oh,
Oh crap! I really want to go with the forbidden ones, but like PB and J.
PB&J. PB&J. The only thing you've had to eat in the past 8 hours were those boiled peanuts you got from that strange young man on the bus. Suffice to say, you're still hungry, and a PB&J sounds exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen.
We should have gone for the forbidden ones, but at the same time, this is exactly true to life. Like, oh yeah, get them PB and J.
You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of this place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I would ever have. I've ever had growls of my stomach I would call aggressive. This is definitely a man who's used to eating like 3,000 calories a day and burning all of it.
Oh, I've had the aggressive growls, like enough that like somebody like standing like a foot away from me could hear it. Like
The problem is that I like there's a long period of time where I would eat like every other day kind of things. Like, I've had some problems. But like I'm just used to like being silently hungry and then kind of forgetting about it. Like, I'm really not used to like being openly hungry.
no, my body tells me, and it's not nice. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I know it's a visual novel. But do you remember that time where you sat in your kitchen and you were like, okay, in order to make a sandwich, I will need to acquire some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, a knife. I'm like, no, you just go like, alright, I'm gonna make a PB&J, and you're like, just grabbing stuff. Yeah. There's no point.
The only time I do that is if I'm following a new recipe, and then I'm like, okay,
Yeah, like
what
that,
do I need?
like that's fair. No. I can't believe that's true, Caneros, because nobody sits there and goes, I must acquire these things. What are you, a World of Warcraft character? Quickly, you must fetch 2 goat hides and 3 scorpion stingers.
Leave Felitoria.
Approach Frou-Frou!
Approach Frou-Frou!
There's only one option, it's approach Frou-Frou. Hisses
Yeah,
as you
hisses
draw,
as you draw
but remains
here.
in place. This is clearly Frou-Fru's spot.
Can we get on the counter with Frou-Frou?
Here's the thing. It's the wrong option, but I want a better.
Petter.
Nope.
Petter.
Yep. What were you expecting? Is my achievement, by the way. All right. So here's the thing. That was the option I would have done. But all right.
So we clearly know that you searched the fridge to find peanut butter.
How dare you? The funny thing is, checking out the garden would be like, to me, just the most wrong option, because if we want a PB&J, we will not get a PB&J if we go in the garden.
No.
So I don't.
We'll probably find something else, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm in it for this PB&J.
Yeah, no. Let's search the fridge and then the pantry and then the cabinets.
Ooh.
As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door, reading, Janie, stay out! All in all caps. Below it, in a separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle.
Look,
That is a lot of ice cream, and I'm so fucking jealous.
I have 2 things to say. One,
And why a lot of jam?
yeah, no, the thing that actually makes me the most upset is you're a grown adult. There should not be that much coated ice in your freezer. You're a grown-ass adult. Clear out the ice. I do it. Just clear out, literally, this is just because you're too dang lazy to, like, clear it out. Just clear out your freezer. What is wrong with you?
Maybe that's how people tell which one's the fridge and which one's the freezer.
No, I know that it's supposed to be a detail, so you know that. First off, I would know because it says, like, banana chocolate chunk. But also, because I'm just like, this is the sign that you're not a functioning adult. Like, I get it. Life is hard. Clear out your frickin' freezer. It is not that hard. Literally, like, get some hot water and you're done. Alright, so, first off, that. Second thing off is about George. Who opens both of these things at the same time looking for peanut butter and jelly?
Well, maybe he had a brain fart and thought maybe peanut butter was
No,
in the fridge.
but the thing, like, in the fridge, I understand. But why are you opening the freezer and the fridge at the same time? There's no reason. Nobody should do that. There's no reason. You're just wrong. Yeah, that's right. Opinions. Next thing on this list is just the, like, there's so much jam. There's so much jam.
Well, there's quite a bit of butter too.
Well,
Like,
yeah, no, I gotta be honest with you.
And I'm like,
I didn't really mention that because that's how much butter I have. Like, I have a lot of butter. Look, I cook with butter, okay? Like, don't take this from me. I wish I had something to say about the 2% milk, but I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I don't drink milk anymore, so.
Oh, I drink it so rarely, but I have a family member that comes to visit now and again, and because she's someone who really likes milk with her coffee and makes stuff with milk in it and stuff like that, and loves to bake and stuff, she will almost always buy some milk and bring it with her, stick it in the fridge, and use it while she's here. But then she will, like, leave, and typically, because she's only going to be in town for, like, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, something like that, there'll be some milk left over. And, like, because no one else here will deal with it because they're all picky and annoy the hell out of me, I will drink it. So, I'm just kind of like, yes, whichever milk that you drink, I accept you. Skim milk is disgusting. If that's the milk that you need to make your life work, okay, that's fine. 2%, I'm just like, it's milk. I am Senor Zero Waste. You're right.
When I was younger and I used to go over to my grandmother's, so I didn't know there was a difference between percentages in milk.
Oh.
And so
Oh no.
my grandma would always buy 2% and 3.25% milk.
Oh.
So I would be like, oh, because like when I grew up, it was always 2% milk that we had in our fridge.
Oh, I'm definitely on that train.
So when I grew up, that was what we drank all the time. So I went to my grandmother's and I grabbed it thinking, oh, it's 2% milk, and I pour it and I'm like, what is wrong with this milk?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Like, why? What is wrong? Because I had cereal,
Mm-hmm. Caderos, don't worry.
3.25%. Yes, there's a milk percentage for that. It's a lot more creamier.
Oh no, I know what percent is, by the way, which is like, it's like percent fat in the milk, which means of course it's going to be creamier, because it's more fat.
Yeah.
But,
and I wasn't expecting a creamy milk. I was expecting, the good old
no.
fashion.
Mm-mm. It is not whole milk. Whole milk is separate. I don't know exactly how this works, unfortunately. Alright. Here's the thing. I know we need to grab... Don't...
Check the mayonnaise.
I want to check the
mayonnaise.
Yeah, let's check the mayonnaise.
You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, it's label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. The jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it.
Okay. I gotta talk again. That's right. We're back to me. This is the sign of someone who, yes, has a hard... I'm not gonna address that yet. I know people. Who, yes, has a hard life. Working, overseeing a coal mine is not easy. And it's not, fun. And is kind of inherited a mansion, which is the place that you live, but also impossibly expensive and difficult to upkeep. It's also just, as I've learned, just kind of hard to be an adult. Because you gotta take care of so many things. And there's so many things that, escape your notice, keeping up with X, Y, and Z, cleaning this, cleaning that, making sure that, your car still runs and stuff. There's a lot to keep track of. I understand. But, as for the place falling apart, These are the things that I am more critical of. The fact that you can't access some of your rooms is just like, it's difficult and expensive. I understand. The fact that you can't be bothered to take your wine glasses of toothbrushes out of your guest bathroom. You can't clear the Arctic ice out of your freezer. The fact that you have in your refrigerator something that's expired 10 years ago. No.
Even the worst thing
What's
is
that?
they have someone to clean.
Yep.
She has specifically someone to clean her house every Wednesday.
But she's not allowed in the fridge.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, she should be able to clean the guest room and everything else, or the
Oh,
bathroom and
oh,
stuff
I-
like that too, right?
I agree, but I think that she's only supposed to be cleaning, like, the kitchen. Because she had no mention anywhere else. It was just, she comes for the kitchen.
Weird.
She could stop global warming with the freezer is a statement that I love. So, we're just going with, this is a person who's, like, struggling to be an adult. I said it.
Just work consumes, right?
I want to see the takeout.
Yes.
I just need to see the takeout.
I want to see. Oh. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be.
Oh, McDonald's!
This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. It's been in there.
No, I refuse.
Proteins,
I refuse!
proteins.
I refuse! I refuse! I refuse! I absolutely refuse. There's not one part of me that wants anything to do with that. I gagged when we saw the image. Yep, alright, he said it.
Penis protein, you say to yourself as you force the slimy substance down your throat. The steel trap that is your stomach. Your mouth and throat and senses might be revolted, but you know your muscle will thank you for this later. You've never been one to puke or get sick, and you don't see any reason why this slime would be any different.
Oh no.
We're gonna die later from that, but I love it.
I agree with you, but I also just gotta say, like, there's, like, I actually, like, my stomach, like, hurts.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
Like, oh my god. Look. Oh, maybe I'll tell you a story later. Can we just take the ice, the jelly, please?
Just take the jelly, yeah. Let's get out of the fridge before
Lucy's jelly!
Oh, the ice. No, we're gonna protect her. Protect her ice cream.
Yeah.
At least for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. That's a lot of jelly.
Mm-hmm.
All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking.
I'm gonna say close the fridge. I don't want to deal with the ice cream. But
Yeah.
I do need to say, I hate visual novels. And this is another reason why. Because when you're like, oh sweet, I got the jelly. Do you remember how then you go, now I need some plate, knife, bread, peanut butter. You're just like, alright, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
You return to the kitchen.
I just
Closing
want
the
to,
fridge.
I want to look at the fridge again, just because I think it's funny.
Okay.
No, okay. There's nothing there.
We can't eat more of our protein.
Oh my god. Alright, let's go in the pantry. Thoughts?
Pantry.
Oh my god, that was creepy as shit.
Holy crap.
Alright, nope, there's so much to see here. Alright, step one.
Tabitha
Step
loves
one.
mac and
Kraft macaroni and cheese. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Now, even if, right, these boxes that we can't see the side of aren't the same thing, which I can guarantee you they are.
Yeah,
There's a ton of this in here, and look at this peanut butter, and look at this bread.
What's on the bottom there? What's in like the sacks? I wonder.
No, these are bread. This is bread.
Oh, is that bread?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
half
it doesn't
empty
look like
containers or packages of bread.
Why?
Because she's a
Isn't it
psychopath. Say the
I
line.
can understand
Mm-hmm.
can understand the mac and cheese because you can buy like big packages of mac and cheese where you get like 24 boxes, and yes, I can understand that.
I
Like
can.
it's on sale,
Mm-hmm.
you buy it, and then it sits in your like your pantry for a while, and you eat it up, and
But
that's
here's the
just
problem that I have with that, right?
the bread. I have a problem.
Like the bread, I have a problem. But the other thing I have a problem with is the fact that there are 2.5 shelves devoted to mac and cheese. Let me tell you the
Yeah,
first reason I hate this. One, let's say all of this came in one big package, which I doubt. Put it all on the top shelf, if any shelf at all. Or on the bottom shelf. Doesn't matter. Pick a shelf, put it on there. Why is it scattered about? This is
maybe it was
like,
full, and they just
but look, there's enough space for all of this here. Clearly. It's just someone who just doesn't care.
no. And a lot quantity of peanut butter too.
Oh yeah, well, we're gonna get to this as soon
That's
as
a little overkill unless you're baking.
yeah, as soon as we get to the explore, then I will speak again. But first, take us away.
Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese.
All right, we're back to this. So,
Exactly, mac and cheese.
absolutely without a doubt. First things first, though, there's mac and cheese on the other shelf too.
Yeah, yep.
Literally, you have too much. You have too much. You have too much. The other thing we need to note is the fact that, like, as you mentioned, one, take from one until it's gone or until it's bad, then throw it away.
Unless there's a person that don't like the crusts.
No, but there's more than just crust in here. There's at least 4 slices of bread.
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe it got moldy and they just didn't throw it out.
Well, no, you don't understand. Those are only 2 options. One, you either eat from the container until it is bad or until you throw it away, or, right, throw it away.
Yeah.
You do not keep old bread. No, this is disgusting.
Unless it's a science experiment.
No, this is disgusting.
Uh,
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
you pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen this brand before. Which is kind of funny. If it turned to a K, that'd be the stuff up here.
Okay, we are not actively malicious, we're just dumb. I say put it back, I do not want to empty the box and stuff it with a dead mouse.
What? That's an option?
Yeah, that's vile. I'm putting it back.
No. Perhaps extra thick bread. Like some good Texas toast.
Gross.
It's good, like, inch of...
Without a veto,
yeah,
we're
I'd
good.
put it back. Yeah. Staying away from your... Staying
Away from your the mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Sure.
I was like, that's what was
Yep.
one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you.
I mean, I don't like her, so, you know.
But the box where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. So I guess really the only options we have are to take the bread and the peanut butter.
Yeah, but I do gotta mention something. First off, this is where we come back to this. She is incapable of surviving as an adult.
No.
Right?
No.
Like, I understand that, like, their mom died not that long ago. But if she's running a coal mine and she is incapable of, like, he's not wrong. Or, like, Caderos is not wrong. Sorry. I attributed it to George for a second. Like, you need to, like, have vegetables and fruit in your diet. And you need to, like, not have actively molding bread in your diet. Look, what I'm saying is, if I came to your house and you were my long lost sister or whatever, my first, like, comment would definitely be like, you are incapable of taking care of yourself. It's just the truth. Like, that's the truth.
Yeah.
All right, bread time.
Bread time. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack.
I'm gonna say I would also be so forward as to begin throwing things out.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah, you pick up a loaf. Yeah,
Yeah.
more than likely the next thing will be you taking out 2 of the pieces of bread. All right, whatever.
All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Oh. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Oh. The only thing you need now are a plate and knife. We're going on a trip to the whatever place we need to go to. Kind of forgot. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen.
All right. Well, I guess we have to. Oh no, we can search the cabinets now.
Yeah. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, utensils.
That's right. It's time for me to judge your life again. If you keep your utensils in cups in a cabinet, right? You are a child. That's right. I'm gonna judge you. Because you know what? Put it in a drawer. Do you know why I'm gonna say put it in a drawer? Because, for God's sakes, storing it in a cup so you can't use that cup is stupid. Storing it in one cup means you have a bunch of silverware in one cup, which means you're an idiot, and you have to fish through everything to get whatever you need. Storing it in multiple cups means you can't use any of those cups, and if that doesn't matter to you, you have too many cups. That's right, it's time for me to judge your life!
It's not a playing a game stream, it is judging your life.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I'm absolutely going to judge everything. I think we examine the 2 things before we grab the stuff.
I was blown away. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rocks. I don't know what that is. I'm Canadian. North Carolina. There we go. I said something.
I don't know what that is! North Carolina.
No, I don't know your guys' stuff. If you showed the stuff up here, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd understand.
No, I was amused by, like, I don't know Blowing Rock. I don't know Blowing Rock, so that's fine. But, like, I was amused because I thought your curiosity was like, NC. I don't know what that is! North Carolina. And it was just such a, like, what could it be? It's North Carolina.
Looked at the cup.
I'm just like, it's right there. I can see it. I don't care if you know what that stands for, but it's right there.
Sometimes I'm like George and I just speak things out of my mouth without realizing and not realizing that there's answers.
Oh yeah, I'm like that all the time. Especially when someone starts to mention She-Ra, and I'm like, did you know? Alright, sorry.
So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the state. Okay, so it's a few hours from there. Maybe you can... Oh god. Route?
Yes.
Yeah. You can route your return trip, though, through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home.
Shot glass time.
Shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perlana?
I believe it's just Perlan.
Perlan?
It's like Marianne.
Yeah. See, I don't spell Anne with an E at the end, so... Your aunt's name was Perlan, so this wasn't for her 50th. Who the hell's Deb then? Oh, I guess you could have went to like one of those thrift stores, I guess, and buy some fun ones. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Perlan wasn't the type to have kitschiest friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties.
Alright, let's grab a plate and a butter knife.
Because we definitely don't need a bowl. Probably later. I have a feeling if they're giving you that option.
No, they gave you that option because you can make mac and cheese.
Alright. Right, I forgot. This is the last ingredient you need to make that PB&J. It's time to get to work. PB&J. PB&J.
PB&J!
Close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen.
Make that PB&J.
Make that PB&J. Woo, woo. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! Protein awaits.
I gotta, like, if I make a video for this, which I probably won't because I talk so goddamn much, I'm just gonna call it Congratulations, Protein Awaits.
all of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of your day lies in front of you. Did you get an achievement for eating it?
I did indeed. It was by the book. It was basically just by doing, like, making the sandwich. I'm set here. I don't, unless we want to check out the gardens.
Want to go check out the garden and go stare at some beautiful leaves?
Whoa. It was reclaimed by the wilderness.
This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all? Are you even up to date on your tetanus shot?
See, I gotta. All right, so this is talk it over now. The problem is that I live in a house that is by some woods, and I usually stay to like the sidewalks and things, but just today, just kind of because I was walking around in the woody area and like the back way towards my house, and it was really funny because like yeah, I was worried about the ticks, which I wasn't worried about again until now. But also I kind of love it because it's just nice, and this is a scene where I'm like, this is kind of beautiful. Not only like we'll take it on the one, it's beautiful as though we were George, but it's also beautiful in terms of like it's really well drawn.
Yes, it is really pretty.
So like I don't know. This is kind of great. I would definitely stand in the doorway and just look at this for a while.
I would. It's really kind of magical, especially in that back corner with the fountain in there.
I definitely agree. This is such a cool scene.
Yeah.
Is that a greenhouse? I assume so.
I'm gonna assume so. You close the door behind you.
I'm sorry. I've chosen to be done.
Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Sell in your room, investigate the forbidden wings of the estate.
So
Might as well head to town.
So I do want to explore the Forbidden Wings, even though, you know, we may die.
Yeah. I kind of want to see what's over there.
Yeah, the only other option was I kind of want to go try to buy ice cream. So, all right.
Yeah, we can.
You want to do it?
You want to do this? Yeah, let's do it. Forbidden wings. Wing, wing. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Duh, apart from a lock. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by a lock. Damn it! Well, can't go through there, I guess. So I guess go to town then?
I don't know. Do you want to settle into the room first?
Yeah, we can. Oh. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow. We didn't take our suitcases up yet?
Nope.
Eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day.
Remember how we started the tour and she said leave your bags, then we'll do the tour?
Yeah.
And then we went to the kitchen, went back to the foyer where our bags were. Then we went to the bedroom, and then we went to the bathroom. Then we went back to the foyer.
And then to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would have took your
Yeah.
bags to the bedroom when you went there.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, why wouldn't you have just taken your bags with you?
You stand at the entrance to your room. We can take a nap. We can put our... I think we put our spare clothes away. I would probably do that.
Okay. It's a possum!
You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. And a possum lurks within it. It's quiet. It is quiet, but angry. Oh my god. Oh, pardon me. Slams the door closed. Oh my god, you can put your clothes... Oh no, we're not smacking the possum.
So I'm not gonna say it's a smart move, but I kind of like him just being like,
Clothes on? Like, yeah, whatever.
Like, here's the problem. If we do this, we are gonna need new clothes.
Yes. Yeah. Save it. Do it. Do it. The poor thing looks cold in there, you think to yourself. Just You lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. It closes its mouth somewhat more at ease than before and looks up at you with its shiny black eyes. You close the
Oh,
drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done.
well,
Oh, that's a cute one.
that's not even close to what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was like a folded bunch of clothing, and you just like open your hands and just let it fall on top.
So funny enough is I actually do have a friend that she actually takes care of possums down in the States. Like she actually she adopts them and then releases them or whatever. She used to send me a bunch of photos because she had this one that she couldn't release back into the wild, so it became like a pet, and it was so cute. It was so chunky.
I mean, I think spiders are great to do with pests.
Oh, oh, you're gonna love my house then. Our house has a
Yeah, I gotta
shit ton.
love my nuts. Um, no, no, it's
Um,
okay. But just keep in mind, like, Bubbles is very, very much anti-spiders, so we don't speak about spiders with him. But but I have come more to terms with spiders where like they're creepy for sure, but if there are spiders in places that I'm like I really don't care that they are there, I will just leave them alone because it's like
yeah,
they're gonna kill things for me.
when you come to my house, we'll have to find a spider so you can sign the contract.
Well, I mean, mostly what I'm gonna do is do exactly what I did here, and I'll just belch in its face, and if it doesn't do anything, then we're solid. Yeah,
You gotta have a
friends.
contract. They know if they touch me, then it's game over for them.
Well, I mean, the problem with spiders is mostly just if they actively creep me out, then it's game over, and that's a line that changes every day. I'm checking out the painting though, right? Right?
Ing. Yes. This must be an old relative of yours, very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That's it. That is, if she actually is in the mood for conversation.
She
So
won't
I'm
be.
wondering why they just randomly invited us if they didn't really care about us in the first place.
They didn't randomly invite us. They're her like her mom died.
Yeah.
So they invited us because we're family and because that had like basically had to be done.
Yeah, but she paid for the tickets though.
Yeah, that is curious.
Yeah, it's just sad. We're going to the window next by the looks of it.
All right, sure.
You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape.
All right, before we move on, I gotta ask a question. You can see the fountain, you can see this statue, and you can see this staircase. Where the hell is the kitchen? Because we could see the staircase, but the staircase was off to the distance, right? This was way off to the distance, and this was somewhat closer. So I feel like it should be here, but the staircase was not that close to us.
No. But we also had the tree and stuff, so that might have maybe.
I feel like this is a really weird perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't tell. I have no idea where the kitchen is.
You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries?
Yeah, topiary.
Okay. That is a word I haven't seen in a long time. And do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which, of course, would have little goldfish in it, and drink floral tea while enjoying the bird song.
You know what a topiary is, right?
Isn't that like the weird, like, little hedge thingies?
I'm gonna go with sure. Like when you cut stuff into shapes. So we're gonna
Yeah, you like cut them into little rabbits.
you know, like that.
I do a duck all the time. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. That's my thinking.
I want to look in the closet.
Closet.
Oh my!
You You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here, and there's a fucking creeping
I don't
doll.
want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it.
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
Why?
We might learn stuff from
That's true, but here's the thing that's more important than learning things: not dying to a cursed doll. And I also need this to be known. When I say, don't eat the ancient leftover food, and you're like, let's do it, and then Kaderos goes, let's do it, and then I did it. This one is another opportunity we have, but one of these times, I'm just gonna say, we're not gonna do it, and then I'm just gonna leave. Because, like, it doesn't matter if I get vetoed every time. One of these times, I execute override, and just be like, no, maybe we don't touch the cursed goddamn doll.
No, isn't that?
Oh, no.
Are we touching the doll or are we not touching the doll?
I mean, I vote no.
I vote yes.
Well, Kaderos, it's up to you. And the real thing is mostly that, like, we are... Alright, we only have, like, 8 minutes left in the stream. Oh, God, it's so hideous.
Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. See? You just figured out a name. Close the closet behind you. We're gonna take a
Alright,
nap.
so, do you want to take a nap, or do you want to just head to town?
I don't know, do we want to take a nap?
I'm genuinely not sure if we will be able to take a nap and then head to town.
Alright, well then, I'd rather go to town and see what that is. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Might as well head to town! Nap and have a nightmare about the doll, that's